There was no holiday that made my brother happier or drove my mother crazier than the 4th of July. "You're going to burn the place down!" "Mom, these are just pinwheels, man. They don't do nothing but spin." "Well, I don't want them spinning on the side of my house. Oh, God, will you look at the marks it makes?" My brother was born 10 days before the 4th of July, and he always had an instinctual love for anything having to do with fire. He adored the smell of gasoline, he loved Ronson lighter fluid, and he begged to be the one to squirt the charcoal wizard onto the coals and then toss on the match. And above all, he worshipped fireworks. And the black cat stand that went up every year in the A&P parking lot near our house was his holy temple. When we drive by it in our station wagon, my mother would say, "Oh, I wish they would just make those damn things illegal," and my brother would be waving out the window. He knew all the guys that worked there. "Hey, Mr. Dupar. Hey, Lemuel. Hey, Mr. Cavino. Oh, hey, Mike. Hi, how's it going there, Mike? Let me out of the car, Mom. I'm walking home." "The hell you are. Those men, where's their brains? They ought to be put in jail taking money from kids like that." And then she'd go into this long, gory list of injuries caused by fireworks. Stuff that was terrible and real, and other stuff we could just sort of tell she was making up right on the spot. And then it blew both his ears off and all the hair fell off his body. "But I'm careful though, Mom. Right, Lynda? Tell Mom how careful I am." It was my job to watch Michael when he lit off fireworks because my mother couldn't stand them. She'd been in the Philippines during the war and she said they reminded her too much of that time. She usually spent her 4th of July locked in the bathroom until it was over. I didn't mind watching Michael, but he felt that if I was going to be watching his fireworks, I should be paying for half. "Come on, Lynda, don't be so cheap." "Forget you. Where's all your birthday money?" "Man, I spent that 2 days ago." "Come on, forget it." I mean, I didn't understand the point of fireworks. You light the fuse, and 15 seconds later, your money's gone. The day before the 4th of July, my brother was always flat broke, and he'd do anything for $1. He'd come up to you with ideas. Hey, you want to see me eat a sardine with Cool Whip on it?" "No." "What if I eat 3?" I forked the money over. Maybe that's what made him sick. Or maybe, like Mom said, it was a summer flu. All I know is that on the morning of the 4th of July, my brother woke up barfing and running a high fever, and my mom told him, "You are not setting 1 foot out of this house." "This is the biggest chip of my life, man." For the rest of the day, the sound of fireworks drove my brother out of his mind. "It's no fair, man. It's no fair." "Shh, I know." My mother's putting a wet washcloth on his forehead. "I'm so sorry, honey." And I could tell she really was. I mean, I would have thought she'd be happy. He was right where she could see him, and nothing was exploding or on fire. "Lynda, go get my purse." 5 minutes later, I'm zooming down toward the A&P on my brother's Stingray with a $10 bill in my pocket. It's just starting to get dark and the first bottle rockets are crossing the sky. I spend the whole $10 on a super gigantic deluxe pack, regularly $12.50, but Mr. Dupart gives me a deal because he's about to close up. When I get back to the house, Mom has a patio chair in the backyard covered with blankets, and in the middle of them is my brother. "Hey, Mike." I show him the box. "All right, man, you didn't get the lame ones." The only thing I forgot were the punks, but Mom fixed that by letting us use one of her lit cigarettes. That turned out to be a great 4th of July. For the first time in my life, I understood the thrill of lighting a fuse and running like crazy away from high showers of sparks. It really was addictive, and the smell was kind of great. I was sad when we finally got down to the last box of sparklers. My brother held one out to Mom. "Come on, Mom, just hold one sparkler. It's nothing. It's not gonna hurt you." I'll never forget how her hand shook while I lit it, and the way she jumped but held on when it caught, and the way they both looked, laughing in the beautiful light of that silvery fire.